Hello YouTube, my name is Perry Gutierrez. I am a transfer student of the 2014 spring semester of Clemson University. I transferred in from Southern Wesleyan University and I am currently going through the CU 1000 Connect course and completing all my exercises and assignments through that. The one that you are watching now is our video blog through the new student dialogue that we did during orientation. During our orientation, we and along with the CU 1000, we're required to complete quite a few courses, quite a few assignments, as well as this video blog in which we discuss what we went over during our new student dialogue sessions that we had earlier in the semester. My group had done homosexuality and its place in the church. And there was major discussion and actually, surprisingly, a little bit of an actual debate on it. There were two major groups of 4 or 5 people on each side, both an anti-homosexual and a pro-homosexual. But a majority of it wasn't actually whether or not homosexuality was wrong, but actually on the argument of whether or not it's a choice or not. And there was a big argument because of the fact that I have homosexual family members, as well as the fact we had a homosexual person in our group. And from my personal experience with my family members, it's not a choice. Why someone would choose to live a lifestyle that is persecuted as heavily as it is beyond me. It's not a choice. It's the way the person is born. And by the end of it, a lot of the group did come to a consensus that the fact that there are some things about homosexuality that we don't quite understand yet, whether the fact it actually belongs, how it's supposed to be played in the church. But personally, I believe that, hate the sin but love the sinner. Jesus was not there for the saved. He was not there for those that follow the law. He was there for those that were lost, and that's something a lot of people forget. And that was one of the big things that I actually brought up in the group, and why I was a major voice for the pro-homosexual argument, due to the simple fact that I don't think anybody should be judged for their sexual orientation, nor their race, nor their age, nor anything. All men are created equal in the image of God. And that's something a lot of people have tended to forget and has been diluted through the years. There were a lot of reserved voices in our dialogue group. There were people that refused to recognize the elephant in the room, and the fact that they themselves were very homophobic and did not agree with homosexuality at all, and completely thought it was a damnable sin. And so because of that, those individuals tended to stay quiet due to fear of persecution, because of the fact that they were those people that would say, "Oh, homosexuals are going to hell," which is not true. The Lord would never damn somebody because of that. Yes, while it may be a sin according to the Bible and according to the law, a sin is the same as all sin. No one is determined which sin is greater but God, and that is law. And it's because of the fact that is lost that a lot of people tend to voice their opinions out and say which sins they think are greater, and which is why a lot of the people in our group decided not to say anything. Like I said earlier in this blog, this is all part of our CU 1000 Connect course as part of our part of our orientation, new student orientation, and as a transfer student, I had to go through it, despite the fact that I already completed a freshman orientation course at my previous university. So quite frankly, I think this was a waste of my time, but I did like the fact that I was able to get out my opinion about homosexuality and why people need to relax about it in this world and just let things go the way they're supposed to go and just love each other no matter what happens. But at the same time, it did kind of irritate me, because I just didn't see the point in doing something like this when it's just going to cause risk between students, while at the same time just waste time that students could be used studying. And that's a lot of things that people tend to forget about, is we college students do have a lot of studying to do, and adding in this extra crap, which means nothing for our GPA or anything for our grade, just waste our time that we could be spending studying or actually relaxing so we can study later. Well, that's about all I have to say about this. Gutierrez signing out. Have a good one.